Ahoy and welcome back to Last Train Home. We ran into some strife in the last mission. We made it to Moscow. We were hoping to get the support of the Red Army, but the country has devolved into full-scale civil war. And the Reds don't want us here.
Majore, informovali mě o vašem povýšení. Já jsem kapitán Langer. Můj služební záznam si můžete přečíst později. Přiřadili mě k vaší jednotce, abych vám dělal pobočníka a mohu-li být smělý také poradce. Takže přišly nám rozkazy od prozatímní vlády Československé republiky. Chválí naši hrdinskou oběť na východní frontě, která pomohla zajistit nezávislost naší nové republiky. Rusko se však oficiálně nachází ve stavu občanské války a naši staří váleční nepřátelé zatarasili všechny přímé cesty na západ. Abychom se dostali na západ, musíme jít na východ. Tímto obrněným vlakem. Z Moskvy přes celou Sibiř do Vladivostoku, kde dokončíme naši evakuaci přes moře. Navíc nám nařídili neplést se do konfliktu mezi rudými a bílými. Máme zůstat neutrální a nechat ruský lid, aby si své záležitosti vyřídil sám. O tom, jak máme zůstat neutrální, pokud by na nás zaútočili, nepadlo ani slovo. Na papíře to určitě vypadalo dobře. No nic, čeká nás dlouhá a náročná cesta. Měli bychom okamžitě vyrazit a stavit se v penze pro další rozkazy.
After the fire, the hasty retreat from the city left everyone shaken. However, as the new commanding officer, you don't have the luxury of being in shock. Captain Langer, who was assigned as your advisor, knows this very well and wastes no time in getting you up to speed. Major, we need to travel to Penza for further orders. Getting there will be a problem in this wreck of a train, but First Lieutenant Svoboda here will take care of the squad and logistics. Major, if I may be so bold, now we need to focus on getting food and keeping soldiers' spirits up. After what happened, we are facing impossible odds. And with the storage car empty and without a hospital car, I'm not sure if... Yes, it will be a challenge, but I believe in your experienced new Major, and he will manage with what we've got to do. Alright, so the first order of business. The hospital car has been destroyed. We have to rely on consumables and doctors. The artillery car has been destroyed. And we've lost all of our fancy supplies that we had. We had caviar, we had vodka. It's all gone. Lost. Burned in the fires of Moscow. So I think we need to have a look at the squad because everybody in the last mission took a lot of damage. We've got a few new soldiers on board, but they are also depressed. The morale is shocking. We've got gravely injured soldiers all across the board and no way to heal them. Well, that is a problem. I'm not sure if they will... See, they're going to lose 1 health an hour, but I did treat them in battle. So they're stabilized. I don't know if they will heal, though. That is a problem. And you can't deploy them when they're that injured. So we have 6 major injuries and 7 exhausted soldiers. I think we will just have to disband this squad. And we'll have to start from scratch with what we've got. So I have built 2 squads and I'm trying to min-max the traits that they have. So the first squad is all wilderness. They are going to specialize in survival and wilderness missions. And then when I can get the other guys healed up, I'll add in some I'll look at the traits and see if there's anything beneficial for trading as well as raiding. Alright, let's head out. Leaving this this city behind to their fate. We've got a brand new train. We lost our original train. Can't believe it. We were all stocked up with lots of artillery shells, the whole lot. It was a big tease. And now we just have the old cargo locomotive. Grandpa locomotive. Got enough for 10,000 storage units, but we're almost half full. And it doesn't appear that their health is recovering. As you sit and watch the horrors of Moscow disappear behind the horizon and ponder over your newly acquired responsibilities, Captain Langer approaches. As you can see, this train lacks a lot. It's moving us forward, but it won't serve us long in this shape. Shortly there will be more of us and we will need more space and, more importantly, heat. To accommodate souls, we should increase the number of living spaces, a storage car is needed to be upgraded, and the train itself is in daunting shape. Alright, we can do it. From bleak prospects comes high spirits. And I can't really fix the morale issue at this point. We've got a town here we could go and trade for herbs. So we might stop the train up and send the squads out to the 2 local towns to try and buy some supplies with whatever money we have left. Squad 2 will go to the town to the north. Squad 1 will go south because there's a lake there, so they can go to the lake afterwards and meet the train. If they have enough stamina, perhaps we should stop at the timberland as well for some logs. And we'll stop at the lake. We'll meet the boys there later. It will probably be after lunchtime by the time they finish their missions. Morale's at 44%. We need to nurture it. How can we nurture that? We can nurture it with vodka. It gives them full morale, but there's a chance of a hangover and a chance that they will get a negative trait. Will that fix Bedrick's morale issue? 1 whole bottle of vodka? Dusan has gained a level. He is our grenadier. So the various stats affect the different jobs. It's probably best to make this guy fit. Increases precision. Yeah, we'll go with fitness for this guy. We want him to move fast and throw those grenades as far as possible. Oh, you have to click it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. These are the jobs available to this guy. He's machine gunner, rifleman. I don't feel like I want to waste these yet. I feel like I want to level them up according to how the missions play out. But I would like him to actually have the ability to bayonet, so throwing grenades and bayonet would be a good synergy. Just make him a real grenadier. Alright, the teams are on their way to the towns. I don't even know if we've got much money to spend. We've got, what, 2,000 coins? Team 1's arrived. This place will trade us cloth and medicine. We have gunpowder and a bunch of different things that we've got on the train. I don't know whether we should hold on to everything. We'll sell some landmines. I haven't seen any apparent use for these yet. And they are worth a fair amount. Cloth, I think, will be very important as we reach the winter regions. We'll buy more cloth. I haven't looked at the upgrade paths yet, so there's no telling how much of everything's going to cost. First aid kits can be given to a selected soldier to heal them by 50%. Can be given to replenish energy. Well, I think the medikits will be able to get some of our soldiers back on their feet. So medical supplies are probably the most important at this stage. Alright, the trade is accepted. That only cost us 700 gold, so we'll still have some to spend when we get to the other town. Send squad 1 to the lake. Oh wait, I did that wrong. Squad 1 hasn't actually visited the food town yet. It was Squad 2 that visited the herb town. So we'll send them to cut down some logs. They have a lot of stamina at the moment. Right, we've arrived at Molino. These guys trade specialized food. I was hoping for just standard rations. These machine guns are worth a lot. Sell some more landmines to these good civilians. Perhaps a few explosives so they can defend their village. And then we will probably take some coffee. I don't really see the benefit to the specialized food yet. Dexterity, will, goulash gives them fully fed, plus 1 health and morale per hour when they're resting. That would be very useful. Get them back on their feet for battle quicker. Who doesn't love some goulash? Alright, that trade's accepted. And we came away with a profit. We'll send them there to forage at the lake, go do some fishing. That's our survival team, squad 1. Okay, they've arrived at the timber yard. Let's grab some lumber. Bunch of good trees found. 83 lumber collected. And the next station's not far away. Return them to the train. Team 1's about to do some fishing for 2 hours. So the team's more efficient. I expected them to be finished by lunchtime, but they'll be home by 12 o'clock. We'll move to the next town and they can just meet us there. There's a doctor here, which might be vital. Team 1's finished their fishing. The lake was full of fish. 22 rations collected. Return to the train. And let's get everyone to the doctor. Doctor can spare time and resources to treat serious injuries only. Only soldiers with negative trait status, such as injured or ill, can be treated. It's going to cost us 700. Alright, everyone's back to fighting health though. That's the main thing. Did cost quite a hefty sum. 700. You can change the order of the cars. So you could put the locomotive at the back if you want. There's a merchant here. What do they sell? They sell medicine and metal, gunpowder, ammunition. Nothing we can really afford to buy. I think we're okay for ammunition at this stage. Let's sell some to them just to grab some extra money. So we have 1,000. Used for crafting and research of ammunition and explosives. How much of that do I have? 40. Yeah, we'll just top up the medicine. We need to make sure that without a hospital car, that's our main priority besides food. Alright, let's head out. This town, pretty simple, nothing much here. Looks like a wrecked town nearby. Gorodna. Still depression going around though. I need to cure the depression. Goulash helps with morale slightly. Give him some vodka too. Just so we can bring the average morale of the train up. Alright. We're out of vodka now. We have to make the best of what we got. I wonder if there will be ways to increase your morale just naturally. No doubt via events. Okay, well I think we can build another squad now. Or at least top this one up. Alright, the 3 squads. We've got survivalists, traders, and herbalists. And then the abandoned town looters. So we've got a burglar and a homebody. Or domestic so they can find more in abandoned towns according to the tooltip. And there just happens to be one here, Gorodna. So with a that's right, housekeeper. Housekeeper and a burglar will give us more from here. So we'll send the looting party. They can move ahead of the train. These guys can go and trade. So we'll send the herbalists and the trader. And there's 2 abandoned towns we can search before the next station. Not much between the 2 stations. So we'll depart and we'll send those 2 teams off. Points of interest. Yep, we've worked that out. Thank you very much. I want to try and collect as many resources as I can, and then we'll look at upgrading the trainer at a station in one big go. The burglar, the survivalist, and the hunter. They don't affect that place, so we'll just keep them on the train. So far I'm enjoying the roaming Frostpunk. The combat will take some getting used to. We're going to have to think more about tactics and make more use of pause. If you can take 10 soldiers in and you can individually control them and use all their abilities, you want to be pausing it unless you're a micromanagement god. We're running a little bit low on fuel. Hopefully we can find some. Just head all the way to the station and let them meet us there. It's a long walk. We've only got 1 depressed soldier left. The average morale's well over 50% now. Could just give him some goulash to bring it up a little. Yeah, do that. As the village becomes visible in the distance, your soldiers notice smoke coming from up ahead. A few screams pierce the air and you realize the village is ablaze. We can either do something about it or turn around. We can send 1 soldier or we'll send a whole squad. The soldiers rush into the village with no hesitation. They find utter disarray, destruction everywhere, animals tied to trees screaming, terrified of the flames. Perhaps we're already too late. There seems little left that could be saved. Help them with the fire. Soldiers take control of the situation with military efficiency and organize proper firefighting. The exhausted villagers gladly listen to the orders and let your soldiers do the heavy lifting. In the end, your soldiers are engulfed in a sea of exhausted faces and showered with gratitude for saving whatever could be saved. Before your soldiers leave, the mayor makes a point of forcing your soldiers to take a reward. They accept the reward graciously, though they're visibly embarrassed. So we got 850 coins, plus we've recovered some morale at the cost of a slight amount of health damage. That's a pretty good effect. Really nice. And that was just on the way? Or was it there? No, we were actually searching there. So it wasn't a ruined town, but it was about to be, and now we're about to loot it as well. Send Team 2 back to the train. Went through the place. It was empty as it was as empty as it looked from afar, but the owners left behind some things we could use. We found some coal. And we found some cigars and spirits. Bottle of vodka and a cigarette. Well, that'll help bring the morale up more. Small amount of fuel, not much. Right, 2 of our teams going back, and I've got 1 just heading out to that far town. Arriving at Ryazhsk now. You receive a report from one of your soldiers. It is intelligence he's obtained when chatting to locals while the train was stopping. The report claims the Reds have a large camp where they are training newly enlisted soldiers. Apparently many are queuing for hours. They promised the farmers a helping hand from the military to tend their farms. There are so few people left to work because of the war, it's letting the food rot on the fields. So they're stripping the farms of manpower, and those that don't want to go being put to the torch, it seems. And we have a long way to go. And there's no one yet in the graveyard. Looks like there are a couple of branches that we can take. Long way to go. Maybe we should get a move on. We need to wait for our teams to get back. One of them will be away overnight. We can go to the pub. Have a drink with your soldiers to raise their morale. That might be the answer to our woes. Although Team 1 might miss out on the drinks. They've arrived at the town. Oh, they have to explore it for 1 hour. So well into the night, creeping about an abandoned town. We've got a forest out here to collect some supplies. Yeah, we'll go to the pub tonight. Speed up time, get in there so we can have a drink. The local pub is open. It's going to cost 770. That's a lot. How much are you guys drinking? You talk to your soldiers about the path ahead, the path behind, and the decisions you've made. You toast to the homeland, and you've improved their morale. Dvorsky is exhausted because he's an alcoholic and he had too much fun. So that's probably where the bill came from. I guess we'll have to sleep it off. And he just happens to be one of the engineers. Okay, so now we have no night shift driver because he is drunk out of his mind. So the day shift guy is going to have to step up. The average morale is very, very nice now. What could we buy from here? No fuel to buy. Lots of weaponry. Couple of Type 38 rifles. It's a tier 2 rifle. What have we got? We've got a Mosin. Looks like all of our weapons are tier 1. At least we're starting to restock slowly. We've got a bunch of health kits, so if we take any more critical wounds, we should be able to fix those without a problem. Place was empty, was it? Found some coal. And some coins. 580 coins. Well, that almost paid for the drinking that these guys missed out on. We'll send out the survival team to go and get some logs. Well, that's a long way to walk. They won't have to come home tonight. They're going to have to cross the tracks and keep going. They might be well exhausted by the time they get back. There's a pub out here on the lake, on the river. Well, there's a lake there too. And an abandoned town. Right, so we've dealt with the wounds, we've dealt with the morale. With the exception of our drunk engineer, who will probably be asleep for the next day or two, we're looking good. Just having a look at all their traits. Probably going to grow very, very close to these guys. In terms of upgrades, what can you do? Major, the lookouts have spotted an obstruction on the tracks. It seems it's a large tree. Stop the train. We're not going to ram it. And Pavel's taken some morale damage. For whatever reason. Doesn't like stopping fast, maybe? Have to resolve clear the track. It's going to take 2 hours to clear the track. Make sure we actually assign someone to that job this time. We can improve the boiler, decreases fuel burn by 20%. Security precautions. Raised walls to increase the inventory. You can reinforce the chassis. Decrease the chance of the train car being damaged. Protect the soldiers inside. Interesting. A few upgrade options. 2 hours to clear this track. So Team 1's just laughing. Haha, I didn't get far out of the town. We should send someone out to do a job while we wait. They can go and raid that abandoned town. Then there's nothing else between us and the next town. We can increase the shelf size, put mouse catchers in to decrease rat infestation. We can eat the rats. Nice. It's pretty expensive. But we really don't want rats in the supplies. We can put heating in the living quarters. Improved insulation. So similar to Frostpunk, where you have to increase the heating level. Let's explore this town. What were the other upgrades here? New living spaces and comfortable living. Additional 3 living spaces increases health and morale recovery by 1 per hour while they're in the living space. Yeah, we're going to do that while we're here. That will just make recovery much more bearable in there. But that only applies to the guys living in it. So maybe if we expand the living space as well and move everyone in. That might be the way to go. We can't afford it. We need much more cloth. Is this blockade going to get finished or what? Report ready. Major, the obstruction was booby-trapped. As we were clearing the track, a grenade exploded. Got 2 major injuries out of that, I think. At least 1. Forage here at the forest. Search the area. What did we find? No herbalists. Didn't really help. Situation was improved because of survivalists. We found 21 food. It's alright. That'll feed us for a day. Head off to the lake and try and catch some fish on the way home. These guys can return to the train. So a squad only needs to be 3 people. So you could have heaps of squads just doing foraging, but then you run the risk of running into an event. they can't handle. All those issues are dealt with. We're underway. Got one last town to check there. A trading town. But we're just going to head all the way to the next station. Team 1's trying to catch up. But they're exhausted now. Maybe we should stop for them. They've been on a big hike. We'll let them catch up. And what can we trade for here? They go sneaking off for a drink instead of doing their job. Alright, we can buy food here. That's going to be pivotal. Let's try and negate the cost a little. We'll sell some gunpowder. Team 3 is going to move ahead. Once squad 2 is embarked, we're going to head to the next station. Keeping in mind there is also a red military camp that we need to keep an eye out for. Explore this town. As you're reading through reports, you notice a blood stain on one of the papers, and you look to see where it came from. You notice blood behind your fingernails. It hits you. You've been scratching yourself for a few hours now. Scabies, Major. There is little chance of getting rid of the scabies given our situation. Is there anything at all we can do about it? We can scrub the train, burn the clothes, and anything that can be spared, or we will just put up with it. I don't want to burn stuff, but let's at least try to disinfect the train. I'm not sure what scabies is. Is scabies a virus? All the clothing, bedding, and other textiles found on the train are gathered and washed. A lot of effort is spent dusting and wiping every surface. The train is almost speckless, and the soldiers are happy with their work, though it does little to affect the outcome. So we just lose heaps of stamina. We lose health, and we gain a little bit of morale. Captain Langer comes to your quarters with all the military decorum that protocol requires. After knocking on your door, he announces his name and rank and requests permission to enter. As Langer enters, you salute and a gesture that he mirrors. He remains standing to attention until you order him to be at ease. Major, there's an opportunity here that you should... Langer is quick to realize the slip of tongue and he corrects himself. Rather, you might find it important. According to the posters and the locals, nearby villages are looking for help. The war has depleted the workforce. The Reds are taking advantage of this to gain new followers and pull people to their side. We might want to try this too. I've already found a village that we can help. Right, so we need to help a local village just with their manpower issues. Here is our main destination for this chapter. Where is this town? Is this the red base? Chernobyvo. Okay, so that's popped up behind us. That must be the village. It's a combat encounter by the look of it. We might have to send a squad out before we move on. Who needs doctor treatment? Does anyone need it? One of us needs it from the grenade. We might spend... We'll spend that money while we're here. Okay. So it's going to cost 100 to use a doctor per person that's gravely injured. Buy some more cloth while we can. Buy some more medicine. And what will we trade for that? We don't quite have enough money. Let's sell some food. Make it 75 even in the stores for food. Ooh, we're running low on explosives. Let's sell a health kit in exchange for 5 battle tonics to heal your troops in battle. There was a smithy and plenty of good metal that we can use. 53 metal and some fuel. Great. Stockpile that metal and then we'll do some real upgrades. Okay, we'll send out, or we'll reroute these guys to another location. The next abandoned town up the tracks. And I think we will go and assist that village that needs help. So we'll add in the rifleman that just got healed. We'll add in Jan. I don't think he's seen any action yet. And everyone else has got jobs. So that's it. 5. That's our 2 stokers. Yep. So I think Squad 2 is going to go and help that village. They have Herbalist and Merchant. Right, so they're headed off to Chernobovo. Bavo. We've arrived. 1 skull, fuel, metal, cloth, and experience. The vista before you is a peaceful one. The autumn breeze weaves playfully through the grassy fields. From a distance, the village appears like a rural idyll from a landscape painting. Your soldiers walk slowly towards it. Someone must have spotted them earlier as an old man approaches. I am the mayor, please, we don't want any trouble. We've come to this village looking to help you. We hear you want extra help. Why would you do this? We don't have much to offer in exchange for your service. We just want to show the people that it's not only the Reds that will help the locals, and we need food for our journey. The mayor looks unconvinced. He looks back to his village, clearly thinking about the other things that need to be done before winter, and the lack of muscle to do them. Look, there are things that you could help with. There are not many capable males left in the village. Maybe Sasha will help, but he's nowhere to be found. There's a high fence that needs repairing, heavy crates that need moving, and there is no water by the church. Can you do this? Yes, we can do this. Do this and I'll put a good word into the people. Okay. Are we just going to be doing chores? That's interesting. New main objective, an honest day's work. Mend the fences, get rid of the wolves, carry the crates, and bring the water. Cool.
Našla jsem opravářskou sadu.
So we'll repair the fence.
Ano. Presúvam sa. Jasná vec.
There's some fuel. I guess we're going to take everything we find too as payment. Our scout will fix up the fence. Got some crates here at the dock.
Som tu.
Tak, hotovo. Máme 3 třísky, 2 bolavé palce a jedno
Right, so everyone grab a crate and take it over there.
A kladivo si vezmem ja.
To zvládnu. Ano.
Aha, jasná vec.
Pripravený.
One at a time.
Kryjem sa.
Got some metal that we'll take. Scrap metal laying around. High stakes mission. Transporting the supplies to the warehouse.
Vaše rozkaz... To asi zvládnu.
And taking everything else. Well, they've got grenades laying around. That's not very safe.
Jasná vec.
Thank you very much.
Áno, pane.
What's over here? We have to kill the wolves. So that will no doubt be combat. Let's get up on the fence here and have a look. Uh-oh, here they come.
Zameriavam.
Shoot them. Pause and shoot them. Shoot, shoot and pause. Ah!
Idem do útoku.
Being charged by wolves.
Útočím.
Oh, the fence didn't stop them. Gunfire in the ranks. Bayoneted a wolf. Our medic's been hurt. Got a big dog bite on her arm. Alright, so we killed the wolves. Now we just need to bring the water to the church. Is there anything up here to collect? Oh, there's that red cape that old lady was talking about. her granddaughters.
Čekám.
Little Red
Rozumím.
Riding Hood got eaten by the wolves.
Dám se o to. Ano, pane.
Where's this water? We have to carry it to the church.
Žádný problém.
That should only take one person, so we might scout around.
Dobře, jdu tam.
Let's take it all the way up the mountainside.
Už jdu.
Počúvam.
Ano?
So if Jill takes the water up the hill,
Vaše rozkazy?
is someone going to break their skull?
Presúvam sa.
It's a farmer. I panicked for a
idem.
moment there. I thought that was a soldier. Alright, it's all safe down here.
Skriem sa.
Just got this epic music for a mission in the rain. Doing farmhand work.
Áno, pane.
Alright, grab these supplies.
Rozumiem.
Our injured medic's carrying that buck
Yes,
barrel of water up the hill by herself. No slouches
Áno.
here in the Legion.
Presúvam sa. Vaše rozkazy? Rozumiem. Áno.
You don't even have to sneak to take their loot.
Presne tak, pane. Pripravený. Áno,
Alright,
pane.
where is the water go? Over here, there's the church.
Postarám se o to.
Pozriem sa.
That's it, we're done.
Počúvam.
Bůh vám žehnej, legionáři, jako ve své nekonečné moudrosti žehná této vodě.
Dobrá práce. Teď musíme najít jednoho z vesničanů. Měl se vrátit už před pár hodinami, ale nikdo ho nemůže najít.
There's a key here.
Jen ty čtyřnohé.
Is that our reward?
Našla jsem klíč.
That is give us the key to their storeroom.
Už jdu. Rozumím.
Okay, that's a fair trade.
A teď je to moje.
Handgun ammo, medical kits.
Ano. To by šlo.
That was a
Podíváme
really
se, co je
profitable
uvnitř.
day on the farm.
Sem už jdu.
There's a watchtower here.
Ano, pane.
Find the lost villager. Have to fight a
Rozkazy?
bear or something like that.
Postarám se o to.
Áno, idem na pozíciu.
Je ten pohřešovaný vesničan.
Well, like,
Střelili ho dozad. Jsou to divoká zvířata.
Dvounozí vlci s červenou srstí. Jejich dílo už jsme viděli. Chtějí všechny zabít a vypálit vesnici.
Neopravil som ten plod len preto, aby zhorel.
also we did
Dajte
find
mi
a
pár
bear.
granátov alebo guľomet.
Just not the
a ja
type I thought.
červený
Oh,
ukážem.
there are a lot of soldiers there. We need to set up the MGs. Lucky we brought two of them on this mission. Set up there, and we'll try and get this to actually work.
Vaše
I
rozkazy, pane.
haven't seen the machine gunners do
Počúvam,
anything
pane.
in this game. First time I tried to use him, he didn't shoot.
Skriem sa.
And my friend Josef. Oh, there we go. Open up.
Pripravený.
Out of cover, they're getting just chewed up.
Rozumiem.
All right, let's see if we can try and get over to the other side of the town
Áno?
before the
Nie,
massacre
to
starts.
Co se děje? Jako by se stalo.
Come on, let's go, 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 go. Try and find a good vantage point here where we can set up a... the shooting's already started. Unfortunately, that part of the town I can't save.
Do krytu.
No, we'll set up here on the overlook. Set up a field of fire and we'll try and draw them towards us. As long as we can cover most of the road, they won't be able to advance.
Rozkladám.
There are way more troops than before, though. So let's send the grenadier down. Let's hide him.
Presúvam sa.
Hide him around the corner of that tree, and he can throw a grenade into the mix, just to start the fight. Now we just have to wait for the Reds to approach up the road. They managed to kill everyone down there, it looks like. What we want to do is throw the grenade, try and do as much damage as we can. Oh, they've already seen us. Throw the grenade. Only managing to get one, but they're coming now. Oh, they can go through the trees. That's why they could see me. Uh-oh, civilians in the way. He just got taken down. Just recklessly charging at us. Oh, he's doing a bayonet charge. No? Let's do one anyway. Take that.
Nemali by červení ponúknuť dedinčanom pomoc?
Ano, je to divné. Možná jim někdo řekl, že jsme tady.
Nebo možná chtěli všem ukázat, co se
Okay,
stane,
so we
když
saved
si
the
v téhle
majority of the
občanské
town, and
válce
that's
nevyberou
what
tu
matters.
správnou stranu.
Kapitán Langer bude vědět, co dál.
I feel better about taking all their stuff out of their storehouse now. We'll make sure that the Reds didn't leave any supplies down here. Nothing to find, but there is an exit zone here, so we'll exit the mission. Well, that's another episode of Last Train Home. If you're enjoying this so far, let me know in the comments, hit the like button, and we will see you in the next episode. Before we do that, let's give them some medals. We've got 3 to give out. Be our Grenadier, Jan, and Dominique. Commander Tyrael out.